Welcome to Miami. This is a big event city, and folks here are fired up for this one inside Hard Rock Stadium as the Miami Hurricanes try to represent the great tradition of their program. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Hurricanes will kick this away to get us going. Returner looking to create better field position. And they've got the returner corralled. So Oregon's offense will have some work to do here thanks to that bad return. And there comes the starter running back onto the field. He is a special talent. You talk to opponents, he's always the focal point when they face this offense.
Boy, Chris, this guy is special. It's almost like he floats across the field. I mean, I don't think anyone can take him down in the open field. He's the guy that teams try to key on, but sometimes it feels as though no one can contain him.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the back gets the football. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Trying to find room. It's Reinhardt. Great cut. They whiff on him. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 44. The Ducks will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
A nice job here by this back picking up a first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James, and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. They're still trying to live up to that to this day.
And the Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Just a great job here by this linebacker to be able to come up with that sack there on the blitz. A big play for this defense. And, man, Chris, you think about the linebacker play at the University of Miami over the years, it starts with Ray Lewis, and it could end with him, to be honest, but the list just keeps going. Michael Barrow, Jonathan Vilma, and Dan Morgan. You can go on and on and on, and this guy right now is trying to live up to that standard.
First and goal, Oregon.
The Ducks hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Pass caught. Can he get in? Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
They'll try to run this one in. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, that's the gift of having a running back with this kind of speed. Forget about worrying about the inside of this defense. Get to the edge, use his speed, and walk into the end zone.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Hurricanes offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact player. But what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
They'll run it here. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. The Canes will crank up the tempo.
Good job up front by this offensive line and good hard running for this Miami Hurricane back. He's doing everything he can to live up to the long legacy that the Canes have at this running back position.
He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. The back's got it. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. Offense in hurry-up mode. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle this time?
And looking for a big play here. That one falls incomplete. It's deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. On the ground, it's Reinhardt. Makes a nice move there. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
So far, this has been a battle on the ground. We completed the first quarter, and the run game has dominated. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Pass complete on a crossing route. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's got it on a crossing route. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Explosive play. The game moves the ball all the way to the 30. The Ducks pick up enough for a first down.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it.
Touchdown, Ducks. Strong game by this quarterback. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing, doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. As the first down is still going. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. But the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running...
He'll take a deep shot. He's got it down the left sideline for a huge gain. Touchdown, Canes. It was a foot race and he won it. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
Now the all-important extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And they tackle him at the 8. The offense starts backed up on this possession. And the offense retakes the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they... Here, over the defense, come up with a stop. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Makes a quick grab. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
The Ducks will have to punt this one away. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. Okay, hey guys up front lined up. It's first down. Using his legs, it's Washington. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense maintaining the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down. The Hurricanes hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
They're set now to try the PAT. And it's good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. Offense right to the line. Playing with tempo now. First down. Looking to throw the football. He's running out of time here. Cannot escape it. Down he goes. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wideout. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The completion sets up a second down play. Back to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Well, this is why you get the ball out there to your playmakers. Not just catching the pass, but also being prepared to do something with the football once you have it in your hands, and he shows he's got that ability here.
And all day in the pocket, finally delivers down the middle. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be first and goal from the 1. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Ducks will line up here on first down and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. So a little under 30 seconds to go in the half. We'll see how they play this here in first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going for a big play downfield. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
The offensive coordinator told us before the game they consider any one-on-one deep shot an advantage, but they couldn't connect on that try. Give credit to that defensive back, man. He played that perfectly.
The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is a missed opportunity for this defense. They had him at third down and long. They're so consumed with thinking about defending the pass that they completely missed defending the run.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown for the U.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And the coverage team brings him down as the clock runs out in the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in South Florida than you? A captivating start to this one. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Spinning out of the tackle.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Going to try to use his legs here. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
I'd really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
Looks over the middle, and that's complete.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Brings up second down.
Important second down play coming up. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Canes come up to the line in a hurry-up. And he'll set up to throw. Tight end makes the grab. They go backwards on that third down completion. Sets up a fourth down.
Good job here by the defense on third down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
Offense going to roll the dice and go for it inside their own 40. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Man, that's got to be deflating for this defense. They had this offense right where they wanted, and then they come up with a fourth down conversion with that pass.
Looking to chuck it again. Fires it to the wideout. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch.
Well, a nice throw and a great catch here by this Miami Hurricane wide receiver. For our younger audience out there who might be watching this game, I got to tell you, you may not remember this, but Miami set the tone.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Fought all the way back to take the lead.
What a security blanket for this quarterback. When in doubt, just throw it to the big man and let him go up and make the catch for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add the lead now in the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 7-point lead, 28-21. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And here comes a deep shot. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the catch. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Offense getting set, second down play here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Grab behind the line. It's Reinhardt. Finding some room at the 25. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender. My goodness.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
The Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. It's a shotgun run call. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Now the try here for the extra point. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moved right down the field for a touchdown. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the right side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Now, fourth down.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. And now the handoff. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have third down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Great job by the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead. And they'll set up with the PAT.
How about that, Chris? The quarterback does a nice job of getting the ball out of his hands quickly, and why not? With a receiver like this who can run like that, get him the ball as fast as you can and let him do his thing.
Now they get set to kick it away.
35, Miami, 28.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. And completion makes it second down. And he drops back in the gun. And he's going to launch it deep again. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. He's going to take another shot right here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Canes. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
It's his job with the PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's McClellan. Tackled at the 13. Got great field position to start the drive. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Chris, he's very fortunate here not to give up a safety. This defense putting a lot of pressure, anticipating this is a great time to attack, and it pays off. They come up with a big sack.
And this crowd coming to life here trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Hand off to the back. He's free around the 15. He'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27. The Ducks will come to the line to run the hurry up.
Really good patience here from the back, and anytime you have a big gain like this, That means the receivers are doing their job as well at that second and third level of the defense, picking up some bigger blocks and helping them get even more yards.
They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's got it for a big gain. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Touchdown, Ducks. They jump in front here in the fourth.
What a thing of beauty by this offense to put that go-ahead score up on the board. The quarterback played with tremendous composure when the game was on the line. Now we'll see if his own defense can hold on to this lead.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. And it comes down to this. They need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Second down, we're going to throw it. He lets it go on the move. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And at first down, they go right back to him. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Here comes a handoff. And the Ducks pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
But they put a lot of points on the board, Kirk. The offense really clicking today, but it just wasn't enough.